It's really, really good. It's your boy, Aaron Bevins, the Millennial Entrepreneur. And we're about to go live right now, making calls. I'm actually going live on time today. Yesterday, we started about an hour late. And, but today, we are starting on time. That means I'm going to be able to have a little bit more time to make some calls, engage with you guys, answer some questions. In this series, we are driving for dollars live, making calls live, selling deals live, answering questions, and making it happen. All right. So while we do this and get everything set up right now, I'm pulling up my leads that I'm going to be calling. Yesterday, for those of you that don't know, yesterday we had a really productive day yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie. It was really, really exciting. We were able to make a few offers, get a couple people on the line, and we even set an appointment. Today I went on the appointment and I got the contract, y'all. So everybody who was on the live yesterday, his name was Jerry. In fact, a lot of people were asking questions. Is already up for a month now. All right, so for those of you that were on the live yesterday, all right, I called a gentleman. It was around like 8:30, 9, something like that. 8:30, 8:45. Gentleman answers the phone. His name was Jerry, and the property address was on 4019 Breton Ridge. All right. We got the property contracted for 170,000. Now, if y'all remember on that live yesterday, okay, I had mentioned that the ARV was like 245 and I was contracting it for 170 and that I was going to list it on the MLS because it was a really tight deal. I'm going to show y'all something right now. All right, I'm going to show y'all something right now. Boom. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna run the comps with you guys. Now y'all remember that call, right? Y'all remember that call, okay? It was like a 2,400 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. All right. Now remember on that call. In fact, Amani, you were asking me, Amani. Okay, Amani's right there. He's like, I remember the entire call. Amani, you were one of the ones that was asking me, like, can you run those numbers again because you didn't really understand why I was offering what I was, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is real quick. Those of you just tuning in, we're making calls live. We're going to be selling deals live, answering questions, engaging with you guys, helping you guys build momentum in your business. All right, but before I do that, before I get started with that, I want to show you guys the deal that we just got contracted on this live. Now, of course, we didn't contract the deal on the live yesterday. We set the appointment, okay? And what I want to do is a real quick case study on this deal because once it's submitted to title and all that fun stuff, I want to actually sell the deal with you guys next week. Okay, because today's Friday. Well, maybe we can do it over the weekend, depending on how much engagement we get. Holy moly, Friday is crazy. We got 120 people live on Facebook group, on YouTube, and LinkedIn. Shout out you guys, going crazy. I love it. Okay, but before we continue making these calls, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to run the comps for you right now so you can see this deal that we just contracted. Okay, so again, we made the call on the live yesterday, set the appointment to call him back today. I called him back today. I walked to the property today, and we got the contract, baby. We got the contract, baby. You understand me? Now, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna pull up I'm going to share my screen now. I'm going to run the comps for you. So remember, the address for the property is 4019 Breton Ridge. So if you're on your phone, turn your screen horizontal so you can see the way I run my comps. Okay, so as you can see, my subject property is right here, 4019 Breton Ridge, San Antonio, Texas, 78217. Y'all were there whenever I had that conversation. The deal is contracted, y'all. So here's what I'm going to do. what I'm gonna do is there's two ways to run comps. The first way is to look up the neighborhood of the property and then run your comps based on the neighborhood. Another way to run comps is just to go. It's based off the like geographic boundaries. So what I'm gonna do is this is where the property is. I'm gonna take all the houses in this neighborhood right here. I'm going to envelop this whole neighborhood with these geographic boundaries. Okay. See how I'm doing that? Boom. I just want the boundaries. Boom. All right, we're gonna run comps on this deal right now so y'all can see how big of a deal this is that we just locked up yesterday. And guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna sell the deal here live, and I'm gonna sell it with hopefully one of you guys so that we can, I can make some of you guys some money. How sick would that be? All right. Somebody asked. They said, "Is that the San Antonio MLS?" Yes, it is. All right. Now, mind you, that Brandon Chantel, yes, that is the MLS system. All right. You can do the same thing on batch. You can do the same thing on PropStream, but I'm using the MLS system. All right. So watch this. I'm going back 6 months. I should be going back 3 to be honest, but I'm gonna go back 6. All right. We're gonna click on view results. Amani says, how are you on the MLS? I'm on the MLS because I have access to the MLS even though I'm not a realtor. And I recommend for every wholesaler, every investor, I don't care if you're doing subject to, I don't care if you're doing creative finance, I don't care if you're doing wholesale, I don't care if you're an investor, okay? You should get access to the MLS. Amani says, Earon, are you a real estate agent? No, I'm not a real estate agent, but that's another live where I'll show you guys how to get access to your MLS, okay? But look at these comps, guys. Look at these comps. By the way, here, let me do something even juicier for you because I want y'all to see that this is no cap, 100% real. I'm going to type in the address here up top, okay? And I want you to see the address, the stats. That way we can run comps together so you can see how big of a deal this is. Because I don't want y'all to think that I'm over here just capping, regurgitating information for you guys. And I'm not giving y'all the real deal Holyfield. So watch this. Hold on. Actually, let me I'm gonna remove this from my screen. I'm gonna stop sharing, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my entire screen so that y'all can see the stats on the property, and y'all can see why my numbers are where they are. So I'm gonna share my screen. Boom. Okay. All right, I'm going to share the entire screen. All right, so y'all see that. Okay, now watch this. Let me see if I can bring this tab in. Okay, so watch this, y'all. This is the address of the property that I called yesterday live that we got contracted today, 4019 Breton Ridge. Y'all see that? Now watch this. I'm going to click on the Zillow. And let's look at all the information we need to run comps. So I'm going to show you guys how to run comps right now. What are you looking for when you run comps? You're looking for the same bed bath count, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, similar square footage within 300 square feet. All right. And you want to be within 5 years of the year built. So the year built is 1968. We need to be within 5 years of the year build. We need to be similar bed bath count. We want to be within 300 square feet of the square footage. We need to be in the same neighborhood. All right, everybody with me? Everybody with me? Now watch this. Let's look up the comps now. If you are on your phone, turn your phone horizontally. That way you can get the full experience of what we're doing here. Do y'all see this? Look at this, y'all. Our 4 comps are all within all 4 twos. So they all match bed bath count. They are all within 300 square feet. Remember, I'm 1490 something. All of these are 1600. So we're all within the same square footage. Watch this, y'all. We're a 1960 what? We're a 1968. All of the properties are within 5 years built. So all of these are comps and they're in the same neighborhood. They're all comps. Now what you'll notice is that 2 of them are in the 200s. Why are these in the 200s? Well, let's look at them and see. Look at this, y'all. This is so dope. Y'all are gonna trip out on this. And I contracted this from a call that we did on a Driving for Dollars lead live, y'all. And y'all are gonna see how much money we're gonna make off this. Watch this. So as you can see, look at this, y'all. Is this an updated property? Put in the comment section. Is this an updated property? Absolutely not. This is not an updated property. Look how ugly this doggone property is. And this joint sold for how much? This joint sold for somebody said kind of. No, this is not an updated property. Look how ugly this busted joint looks. It's clean. I know what you mean when you say kind of. When you say kind of, what you mean is it's clean. But it is not updated. Look how ugly this busted, dusted, crusted house looks. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but y'all know what I mean. All right, and how much did it sell for? Look at this, y'all. It sold for $255,000 cash. I mean, conventional in 24 days. Okay, so that's 255. 255 is what a property will sell for, similar square footage, bed, bath count, not updated. 245, I'm not gonna waste y'all's time, but I'm just gonna let y'all know this property right here, very similar, not updated, sold for 245. Now look at these other properties. Look at this one right here. Same square footage, same bed, bath count, similar year built, same neighborhood. Watch this. $337,000 cash in 21 days. Now let's look at why this property sold for 330. And you tell me in the comment section, updated or not updated? Updated or not updated, y'all? Updated or not updated? This is 100% updated. Can y'all see why it sold for 330? Fully updated. Look, fully finished garage. Adrian said updated. Thank you. 330,000. Okay, now watch this. Chris Sosa says updated. So this other one, similar square footage, same bed bath count, similar year built. All right, sold for 303,000. I'm not going to show it to you, but it is also updated. Therefore, what is the ARV of our property, y'all? What is the ARV of our property? I'm calling the ARV of our property about 320,000, about 320, because this one sold for 303, this one sold for 337. We are right there. I'm gonna call our ARV about, let's be conservative and call it let's call it 320. Ooh, my man Adrian said 320, 315. I love it. So you guys are already thinking the way Perea Hackman said 315. Adrian said 320. So y'all are already thinking the way I'm thinking, right? So let's be okay. I love how somebody said 300. Okay, somebody said 300. I love the way the way y'all are thinking, right? So let's be conservative. Let's go with Perea Hackman and call it 315, because Perea he's more conservative, right? So watch this. I'm going to take, now remember y'all, if y'all remember that call yesterday, remember that it only needed cosmetic updates, right? So do y'all remember the formula? If you want to wholesale a deal, we can do a cosmetic flip. We can contract it at 62% of the ARV. All right. So let's say 315 times 0.62. What can we sell this property at? Somebody tell me in the comment section. If the ARV is 315,000 and we can do 62% of the ARV, what can we contract this property for? And what can we sell it for? All right. We could contract this property at 195,000, and we can sell it for about 205, 210. Do you guys remember what we contracted this joint for yesterday? So we could sell this property. Let's say we could sell this property for about 205. All right. I love the way y'all are thinking. What did we contract this property for? Do y'all remember what I offered the dude yesterday? Do y'all remember what I offered him? I love it. Evie says contracted for 175. But Evie, do you remember in that conversation I said I said 170 to 175. Okay, 170 to 175. Okay, so when I got there, Evie, I saw the property and I built rapport with the gentleman. I walked it and I said, listen, this property is going to need just a little bit more work than I anticipated. I'm going to need to be at 165. He said, you said 170, 175. I was like, can you work with me? He says, meet me in the middle. Let's do 170 and call it a day. So we contracted at 170. What can we sell this for? 205. That is a $25,000 assignment fee, y'all. $25,000 assignment fee, and you saw it here live. Okay, how crazy is that? How crazy is that? Of course, I wish now, for those of you who are wondering, okay, is this man capping? I'm putting it on my TikTok. I did a day in the life of a wholesaler. I did all the filming today. I'm putting it on the TikTok. And on my TikTok, you're gonna see how I got the property contracted. I walked to the property. I built rapport. I closed them according to the script. All right. And that is a $25,000 assignment fee. How long have I been doing this series, y'all? I've been doing this series for 1 week. Driving for dollars. Calling leads in front of you guys. It took me 1 week to get a contract, and that's a $25,000 deal. Guys, can you see why I'm so excited and about this business? Can you see why I'm so hyped up about this? And there's people in my DM saying, Earon, I'm struggling. I've been doing this for 30 days. Earon, I'm struggling. I've been doing this for 6 months. Earon, I'm struggling. I can't get a deal. The only reason, guys, many people struggle with this. Let me just stand on my soapbox real quick, because I think y'all are with me and y'all are feeling what I'm feeling, right? Let me just stand on my soapbox really quick. Guys, the only reason why people are not getting deals and making money is because they are not following the simple behaviors needed to take their business to the next level. All right? I love this stuff, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm saying, man. I love it. I love it. My man Robert Carrillo says, send me the script here. Guys, if I have not already sent you the script and you want the script, DM me. DM me, Earon, I need that script. And then after the live, I will send you the script. Everybody who DMs me the script, I'm sending them the script. And by the way, the script that I use is tried and tested and forged in the fire of the trenches over thousands and thousands of calls. It has evolved and grown into this beautiful script that can now help you as well make money. And I'm using the script with you guys live as well. Shout out to my man Q Quinton Flores. He says, love what you're doing for the community. Hey, for those of you that don't know, me and Quinton Flores are doing a weekly podcast series called Q&A with E and Q. All right, Q&A with E and Q, question and answers with Earon and Quinton. And basically what we're doing is we're answering all of your guys' questions that you have about business, processes, systems, scaling, all the uncut, no fluff, gems and raw info that y'all want about building a business. Me and Q cover all that. So shout out to my man Q. That's my brother from another mother. I love it. I love it. All right. Robert Creel says, yes, hired my first D4D employee. Shout out my man Robert. Good stuff, bro. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Beth Radigan says, the script is awesome. I love it. Beth was one of the brave people whenever we first started doing this series. Beth was one of the brave people who said, I'll go on live with you, Earon, and we ran the script and role played together, and she absolutely crushed it. All right, Adrian said, is it the same Superhuman script? No, it's not, Adrian. In fact, the Superhuman script, man, that brought back so many memories, man. The Superhuman script was the script that I was using up until that point, Adrian. And what we have now is what it has evolved into. It's the script that it has evolved into. And so Adrian, hit me up and I'll send you the new one. You'll see that the structure is very similar, but this new one is crazy. This new one is absolutely off the chain. But guys, how crazy is that, man? We've been going live for just 1 week together. We've been going live every single day. And I showed you guys how we're driving for dollars, right? I showed everybody how to drive for dollars virtually. These leads came from driving for dollars. I called the lead live yesterday, went on the appointment today, got the contract, and here we have a $25,000 deal. Now, by the way, let's underwrite this another way real quick. Okay? Let's do this another way real quick. All right? Let's do this another way real quick. Let's talk about this. What if we wanted to flip it? How would we run our numbers to see if it would make sense as a flip? By the way, would this make sense as a flip? You bet your bottom dollar it would make sense as a flip. Shoot, we might mess around and flip it. We might mess around and flip it, but let's run our numbers as a flip. How do we run our numbers as a flip? All right. The first thing that we want to do is take what our sales price is going to be. And let's say our sales price is going to be $315,000. So that's $315,000. The first thing that we want to do is we want to take 10% off of the purchase price. Okay? We want to take 10% off of the purchase price. Why? The 10% off of the purchase price is going to take care of our realtor fees, our holding costs, and our closing costs. Okay? Why 10%? Well, because I only need to pay, I'm hooked up with the realtor. Oh, I can't say that word hooked up. That word hooked up means something else nowadays, huh? I'm connected, I'm associated with a realtor who only charges me 1%. That means I only need to pay 4%. All right, so 4% of the purchase price. So that gives me 6%. That 6% is gonna go for holding costs and closing costs. What are holding costs? Holding costs are the insurance that I gotta pay monthly. The water that I got to pay monthly, the electric that I got to pay monthly, all the costs that comes from holding a piece of real estate. All right, there's a holding cost, and then there's the closing costs. The closing costs are the title policy, the doc prep, and all the paperwork to get the deal transacted. All right, so take 10% off of the purchase price, because that's going to go for our realtor fees, holding costs, and closing costs, right? Then we want to take our rehab. Our rehab on this property is going to be about $40,000. All right. So by the way, if the sales price is $315,000, what's 10% of that? $31,500 is going to go just to holding costs, closing costs, and realtor fees. Can y'all see why your buyers sometimes be real stingy whenever they're making you offers? There's a lot of fees that you got to pay for this stuff. What's up, Stevie? Evie says, I got to go now. Awesome evening, everyone. Thank you for the value, Earon. You already know. Stevie, if you're just tuning in right now, remember that call that I made yesterday and I set the appointment for today? We got it locked up and I just ran numbers with everybody. It's a $25,000 assignment fee. And I'm showing everybody right now how what the numbers would look like if we were to flip it. So I'm underwriting it as a flip, Stevie, just to kind of get you caught up, okay? So what we said, in order to calculate what the numbers look like on a flip, we're going to take our purchase price. We're going to take our sales price, I should say. The 10% sales price. I'm sorry, I'm getting overly excited. The sales price is $315,000. That's what we can sell this property for. Okay, that's what we ran comps together. We're going to take 10% of that, all right, which is $31,500, and that's going to go to realtor fees, closing costs, and holding costs. Okay. Then we also have to take $40,000 for the rehab. Then we have to pay interest. Now, what does interest look like on a flip? Well, it depends on if you use hard money or private money. For me, I like to use private money. So I'm going to show you what my private money charges, and this can also be how you work with your private money lender. So my private money lender, what I'm going to ask him for is the purchase price, which is $170,000. So I'm going to ask him, I need to borrow $170,000 for the purchase price, and then I'm going to need to borrow the money for the rehab, which is $40,000. So I need to borrow $210,000 in order to flip this property. $170,000 for the property itself, and then $40,000 for the rehab. So I need to borrow $210,000. All right. Zach Mullen says it's 30% for capital gains. We'll go over that at the end, brother. But I got you. Adrian says 8%. 8% for what? 8% interest? 8%? What are you saying, Adrian? That way I can address it. So how do we work with private money? So I'm going to go to my private money lender. All right. Who's a private money? Who's a private money lender that you can go to? Any rich homie. Okay, Adrian says 8% interest. So Adrian, I like what Adrian Gillis says he would, he can borrow money at 8% interest. Whoever your private money and hard money lender is, I like them because my private money lender is charging me 11%, bro. But I like your guy. I like your guy, Adrian. Hook me up with your guy. All right, so watch this. So here's how we do this. And I know we're supposed to be making calls, y'all, but I just want to go over this because this is value. This is like a real life case study that we've done together live. So I want to go over this with you. So here's what I would do. Let's say I want to flip this deal. I'm going to go to my private money lender. Who's your private money lender? Right? Like Adrian says, personal relationships. All right. Any rich homie, anybody you know that got too much money, they don't know what to do with, somebody who has a 401k, somebody who has an IRA, somebody has a lot of savings, somebody who just sold a business, somebody who just sold a house, they got a whole bunch of money in liquid. I'm going to go to them and I'm going to be like, hey, I know you have money sitting in your IRA 401k. How would you like to make that money make money? Huh? What do you mean? Well, I need to borrow $210,000 and I need it for a deal that I'm flipping, but it's a super sick deal. And what if we did this? I'll offer you an 11% return. All right, 11%. But here are the terms. Here are the terms. So watch this. $210,000 times 0.11, 11%. That's $23,000, right? Plus, okay. So I'm sorry, not plus anything. So $23,100 is what I would owe in interest, right? But the way I do it is I only pay back the months that I use. So we're going to annualize this $23,100 in interest. And how do you annualize it? You take your interest, which is the $23,100, and divide it by 12. That means I owe $1,925 a month. But someone like me, I don't like to pay monthly payments. So what I tell my private money lender is, look, I'll give you an 11% interest, okay, on the $210,000 that I'm borrowing, but it's annualized, meaning we're going to take that number, we're going to divide it by 12, so this gives me my monthly fee, but I'm not going to pay you a monthly fee. I'm going to pay you for how many months I use whenever we close and fund on the back end. So let's say it takes me 4 months to rehab it, list it on the MLS, close it, and fund it. Let's say it takes 4 months. So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to multiply it by 4. And that means I need to pay $7,700 on the back end. So now let's calculate all of our monies. We have to pay $31,500 in realtor fees, closing costs, and holding costs, $40,000 in rehab, and $7,700 in interest. And then we bought the property for $170. So what does that leave us with? Let's run our numbers together. I'm over here flashing my phone and it's like all dirty. That's embarrassing. So let's run our numbers together. We bought we're selling the property for $315,000. By the way, we're being conservative. I think we can sell this for $320, $325, but I like being conservative. All right. So let's say $315 minus $31,500 in realtor fees, closing costs, holding costs. That takes us to $283, minus $40,000 in rehab. That takes us to $243. Minus $7,700 in interest, $235, minus $170,000 purchase price. That's a $65,000 flip, baby. Is that worth it? You bet your bottom dollar it's worth it. Let's go. Let's go. So on this live, let's just recap this right now. All right? All right? Let's recap this right now. We've been driving for dollars in this series and calling sellers for about 2 weeks. Let's call it 2 weeks. All right? For 2 weeks. And remember, the first week I didn't even make that many calls because I was like recapping everything and we were driving and we had technical difficulties. I was like, for the first few days of this, I was only making like a few calls a day. Do y'all remember that? Until it got to the point where I was like, hey guys, I went ahead and drove for dollars and I have it skip traced and then I'm just gonna call them. So we started last few days, we've just been making calls. So in 2 weeks, driving for dollars list, cold calling, we contracted a $25,000 assignment or a $65,000 flip. Now, nobody on this live or on the replay can ever tell me, Earon, wholesaling doesn't work. In 2 weeks, we generated a $25,000 assignment. Holy moly. That is why I am so incredibly excited and passionate about this business. Can y'all feel my energy, man? I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Okay. Okay, Stevie, does that make sense? I know this is a lot. Steve, by the way, those of you who are watching, Stevie is a part of our community. She's a little bit newer, but she's just passionate, super hungry. I know that Stevie's gonna absolutely crush it. Stevie, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, talking that first week, really. Yeah, absolutely. Robin on YouTube says, Earon, I haven't been watching you driving with an app or just with Google. Very good question. So Robin her asked a really good question. She says, Earon, how were you driving for dollars? Were you driving for dollars with Google, or what were you using? I was using an app called Batch Driven. Okay, and basically it's called the Batch Driven app. Okay, and all you do, but it works just like Google, right? You can literally like on Google Maps Street View, on this app, you're driving for dollars, you're clicking on any busted ugly houses, you're skip tracing them, and then we called them. All right, so that's exactly what we were doing. All right. Yeah, I love it. I love it. With that said, y'all, how exciting is this stuff? Right now, we have 175 people live across all of our platforms. We have YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube family. We got Facebook. We got LinkedIn. Shout out to all of you guys. I love you guys to death. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Y'all could be doing anything other than this right now, but y'all are here making calls with me and learning. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Key point, drive, skip, and oh yeah, call them. That's right. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Guys, before we take off with this, on this live, we're gonna be making some calls right now over the next 30 to 45 minutes. I can't go the full 2 hours today because I've been going live every single evening, as y'all know. My wife is an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. It's the end of the week, and me and my wife are gonna do a crab night. We're gonna eat some food, we're gonna drink some Coke and rum, and we're gonna enjoy each other's company. So I can't go the full 2 hours today, but I am gonna go for probably another 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you guys have. I'm gonna be making calls. What I need for you guys who are live right now and on the replay to do is let me know what city you're in, what state you're in, and where you are marketing. Let me know where you're from. That way I can shout you guys out. Do it right now. Let me know in the comment section. Engage with me. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Where are you marketing? That way we can squat up in the sections, in the comment section. We can network. We can mastermind together and help each other do more deals. All right. Let me know in the comment section where are you tuning in from during the intro.
Close it, pick up the phone, close it, big ass scroll, close it, $1 million deal, close it, yeah, it's all on you, close it, what you gonna do, close it, I want the proof, close it, $1 million deal, close it, hey.
Holy moly, if you can't tell, I'm incredibly excited. All right, someone says, Stevie, you got one of the best in the industry by your side. Please continue and don't stop. This business is life-changing. Oh my goodness, y'all are too amazing. Y'all are way too amazing. I love you guys to death. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. Robin, referring to the Batch Driven app that I was referring to in YouTube world, she says, I am familiar with it. By the way, Robin, you are such a sweetheart. I saw the video that you tagged me in on IG, and you're just such an incredible human being. You are absolutely phenomenal. I love your spirit, your energy, and just your sincerity overall. Let's give some shout outs and then let's start making some calls, y'all. We got Greenville, South Carolina in the building. San Antonio, Texas with the cowboy hat. Let's go. Chicago in the building. We got Northern Virginia. What up? Houston, Texas. What's goody? We got, is this Washington? I always feel goofy with some of the initials for the states. I'm like, wait a minute. What is it? I want to say that's Washington, right? WA stands for Washington. Y'all correct me. I feel like a goofy. What up? We got Ayla Melendez. What up, Spirit Sis? Okay, Tacoma, Washington. Okay, yeah, it is. Yo, somebody says I just closed on a property for $225,000. Just wondering what you would have asked for a sales price. Ooh, expound on that question. What do you mean? What do you mean when you say I just closed a property for $225,000? Just wondering what you would have asked for a sales price. Can you expound on that question? That way I can engage with you. We got St. Louis in the building. What up? All right, Jeremy says, what are we talking about? We are talking about, man, we've talked about a few things. We've talked about driving for dollars. We've talked about cold calling. We've talked about underwriting a deal for a wholesaling deal. We've talked about underwriting the deal for a flip. And we've talked about how much I love Robin Hurt. Adrian Gillis has said, Maryland, but I invest in multifamily properties in Florida, Arizona, Georgia, and Texas. My man, my man. Sub 2 in the building. I love it. We got Bloomington, Minnesota. Oh, someone says, Beth Radigan says, North Carolina, Florida, and South Carolina. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you guys, man. Okay. Okay, so this person says, I sold it for $225. But I don't understand the question because you said you sold a property for $225. Just wondering what you would have asked for a sales price. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like I'm not understanding. I want to understand your question. I'm being sincere. I legitimately don't understand. Help me understand exactly what you're asking. That way I can engage with you. All right. How much training do you do with your cold callers? This is a good question. How much training I do with them? The cold callers get trained weekly, trained weekly. And the reason why, in fact, I made a post today with my business partner. We own a VA company, a virtual staffing company called Standard VA. We have over 200 employees, and her name is Mary Ivan, and she is absolutely phenomenal. Mary, are you on this live? Say what's up, Mary. That way I can shout you out. But Mary, my business partner, she went live today, actually cold calling. But we make sure that our cold callers get trained. Yes, this is her, guys. If you're not already following Mary. If you're not already following Mary, go follow Mary Ivan. She is my business partner. She is responsible for operating our virtual staffing company in the Philippines. We have over 200 employees, and we are getting testimonies every single day from cold callers who are generating, not cold callers, but the clients who are generating deal after deal after deal. And Mary will tell you that we train our cold callers every single week. Why? Because cold calling and marketing, it's so important to make sure that the skills stay sharp, because just like a knife, it can become dull. Energy can become lax, right? It's very, very amorphous, your skills. So I would recommend training the cold callers every single week. Shout out to Mitzi Diane in the building. What up, what up? Okay. All right, guys, I have to start making calls right now. By the way, guys, we have this is the most people we've had on a live. 200 people live across all of our platforms. We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got LinkedIn, we got, I think, like 18 or 19 people on Facebook, a whole bunch of people on LinkedIn and YouTube. Shout out to all you guys. I love you guys to death. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Holy moly, who would have known Friday nights were this litty? Y'all guys are crazy. Where are all the peeps? I feel alone. So we have people across all platforms, Robin, but you are definitely not alone. We have over 200 people across all platforms live right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So with that said, you guys are absolutely amazing. Let's start making calls. All right, because I'm already 40 minutes on this live. I haven't started making calls yet. That's crazy. That's how you know that I'm like super excited. All right, let's get into this. No more time wasting. Let's make some calls. Let's close some deals. What do you say? What do you say, guys? All right, here we go. First call of the day. Y'all send good vibes. Isn't it crazy, y'all, that like, have y'all been noticing that like everybody's picking up the phone lately? Like on these lives, like legit, like low key, we've been getting a lot of people picking up the phone and we've been seeing a lot of progress. So we're just gonna get right in. Let's hop right in. Let's make this thing happen. By the way, guys, if y'all have any questions, if y'all need anything, let me know in the comment section. That way I can engage with you. I can answer your questions. We can talk. If you have arguments, you disagree with what I'm saying, if you have critiques about my calls, put it in the comment section. The more you engage with me, the more you comment, the more excited I get. Like that's an incentive, right? Guys, give more comments and I'll get more excited. I'm double tapping this one, by the way. These That's so crazy too, because yesterday I had so many people in my DMs that were like, Aaron, I didn't understand the way you ran numbers. Can you explain that to me? I actually had to like answer a few people today. By the way, I know that there's a handful of people I owe conversations to that are in my DMs. Guys, Saturday is my day where I get caught up on conversations and stuff. So if you've sent me messages on Facebook Messenger and I have not responded to you, or let's say we were supposed to have a meeting and I haven't confirmed with you, I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. I promise you. But I just give me till tomorrow to get caught up. And that way we can schedule something. All right. This next one, I don't have an ARV. Oh, the ARV on this one is around, supposedly, the ARV is around 220. So we'll see. Michael, I hope I answered your question, by the way, about the VAs. Your call has been forwarded. About the training. I feel like they should be trained every single week, brother. All right, I'm calling the next one, y'all. I had somebody ask me the other day if I do drugs before my lives. And I was like, if you knew me, like that wouldn't even be a question because like you know that I'm literally like this.
Hello.
Hey, Nick. Hey, this is Aaron.
Aaron?
Yes, sir. I was calling about the property on Siegel Boulevard in Corpus.
Yeah. What do you? I'm sorry. Are you calling about renting, buying? I can't hear you. It's hard to hear you.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We're just at the football game, so it's hard to hear you.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was calling at a bad time. I was calling about the property on Siegel Boulevard. I wanted to see if you were interested in selling.
Yeah, we're interested in selling. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a couple minutes to talk? I can make you an offer now. If not, I can call you back.
No. Is this one of these cash offer things?
It is, yes, sir.
Yeah, we're not interested, sir.
Why is that? You don't want to sell to a cash buyer, or? And I'm not being facetious. I'm just curious.
Yeah, no. Thank you, buddy.
All right, bye. All right, on to the next one. It sounds like he knows that I'm going to give him an offer that he doesn't want. So okay, cool. Why did I have that in my database? That wasn't even that's not even one of our driving for dollars leads. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, this next one I don't have an ARV on it, but it looks like a vacant lot. So let's call it. 8448. Someone said, Aaron, you're too funny. Yeah, so I had somebody hit me up and they were like, do you do drugs before your lives? I'm like, what? I thought they were joking. They were being serious. Hello, Aurora? Can you hear me? Hey, Aurora, I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna call you right back because the reception is all messed up. Okay, I'm gonna call her back. She sounds like a robot. I love what Ayla says. She said, "Tell him you're high. It's a natural high off life." That's exactly what it is, right? How can you not be excited when you're surrounded by all these people? Right now, we have 205 people live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. How can I not be excited? I got a whole bunch of like-minded entrepreneurs on this phone on this call with me. How can I not be excited? But if y'all knew me, you would know that this is how I always am. Hey, Aurora.
Hello?
Hey, Aurora. This is Earon.
Uh-huh.
I was calling about the property on Presa Street.
Yes. Yes.
Are you interested in selling it? Shoot, for some reason the connection, I can barely hear you.
Hello?
I could hear you at first, but now you almost sound like a robot.
Another line coming in.
Okay, you want me to call you back? Let me call you back in like a few minutes. I'll make a few calls and then I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, hey, but I did hear that she said she's interested. Guys, we out here. We are out here too crazy today, yo. I'm loving these lives. Shoot, man. Hey, y'all want to know the secret to getting deals? Go live every single day, holding yourself accountable to make calls. All right, so the address on this property is on South Presa Street, and she said she is interested, but she said she also had a call coming in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep making calls, guys, and then I'm gonna loop back to her in about five minutes or so. Okay. Remember, y'all, I can't go for the full 2 hours today. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, anything, if you have anything that you want to tell me, make sure to put it in the comment section because I want to make sure that you guys get everything that y'all need to have an incredibly productive weekend. All right, so Facebook user says, I didn't run comps on MLS to come up with an ARV. I used a recent sale price from a comp next door that sold 2 weeks before. Awesome. That's a comp, bro. That's a great comp. Or sis, or I don't, because I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. Oh, was that Manny Sapien? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to find comps. All right, I'm calling the next one, y'all. I'm calling the next one. Boom. A lot of people keep asking, what list is this? This is a driving for dollars list, y'all. Can y'all see why I preach driving for dollars lists? It's crazy. 1 week driving, 1 week calling, and we got a $25,000 deal live. How crazy is that, guys?
Hello?
Hey, Sylvester.
Hey,
Hey, this is Earon.
Earon?
Yes, sir. I was calling about the property on Minnetonka Street.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to see if you had thought about selling because I might consider buying it.
Yeah, I'm considering to sell it. Oh, they just sent me a Tonka? Ah, okay. Yeah, because I thought you said bad Villa, because I have another one, bad Villa.
Oh, that's so funny. I kid you not, I'm not even kidding. Hold on, watch this. I literally just bought a deal on Bob Villa. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. I kid you not. It's on here, I'm pulling it up.
3350. Well, there were two on Bob Villa. There were two.
You have two?
No, they were two for selling. Because I live very close by. So one is in 3350 and Bob Villa. That one they got a sign for sale, and another one it is on I think 3273 or something. But it's another one.
Yeah, it's I think. Oh, here, look, 3339 Bob Villa. 3339 Bob Villa. I literally have the contract right here. That's so crazy. Oh, so,
yeah, that house, it was for rent or sale. It was on yes, They put the sign last week.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And the only problem is I'm gonna have to do an
I-
eviction because they don't want to
You
get
have to
out,
do
the
an-
tenants. So I'm like, man, shoot, man, I should have got it cheaper, man.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I like
No,
that area.
this is a good area. It's nice. I've been living over here in this area. You see, I am living about a block away. I
Oh,
a
okay.
little bit more up the hill.
Uh-huh.
I live in Wales,
Oh, okay.
5018 Wales Street where I live.
Mhm.
But in Bad Villa, I have it's 32. Let me see. It's 3250.
3250.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Bad Villa.
And,
That one, my sister lived there. She's paying me rent.
do you want to
But
sell that one
yeah,
or not right now?
I want to sell that one and maybe the other one in Minnetonka.
Okay. Okay.
The Minnetonka is more expensive because it is more expensive than Bad Villa.
Sure, sure. Yeah, that's a good area. Just
Yeah,
to
exactly. Yeah.
just to give you an idea, Sylvester, we buy properties cash.
Mhm.
I pay all the closing costs and I can close pretty fast. Um, if you didn't have to pay any realtor fees and I can just pay cash, what price range would you need to be in off the record?
No, but this property it is large property. It's
Okay.
a really good property,
Okay.
and I got it many years ago.
Mhm.
And on the county value is over 200,000
Oh yeah.
on the taxes county, and it is what it is. It is 4 bedrooms, two
Okay.
full beds.
Okay.
But I put them on another about 30,000 to convert.
Mhm.
I convert to the garage to the house.
Oh.
So right now you're talking more than 5 bedrooms.
Oh wow.
So it's huge, and the lot is big, and the area is good. So
Mhm.
that one I was thinking 275 because I
275?
got some. Yeah, because I got offers.
Guys, the ARV on this property is 350. So let's
I
run the
know.
numbers. He wants 275. I muted him.
275. And the Minnetonka is only 3 bedrooms, 2 beds. It's a really nice area, and the house is really good too. And it is rented. And that one is I asking for 350.
From Minnetonka?
So Minnetonka, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So if you
Okay.
are interested, if you wanna maybe a good offer, maybe I will take a look.
Sure, sure. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna be your buyer on that one. I would for Minnetonka. I would be in the 200s. So
No, absolutely not.
yeah, I understand.
Because oh yeah, the in the Behar County the value is at 260.
For Minnetonka.
For Minnetonka, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I would be at around that price range.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If for that one, I have to get for that one at least three big ones.
I hear you.
I will not sell it.
Yeah,
Because
no.
it's making money. It's making money.
Sure, sure.
So
Makes sense. Makes sense.
uh,
Well, and
yeah,
to be honest, I'm looking to make a profit, and normally the people
I
who sell to
know,
me, yeah,
I know you guys, buying cities and cheap and trying to do something to make
yeah,
money. I understand. There's no problem in that.
yeah.
So if you all, Bob Bill, if you wanna take a look or something, let me know.
Okay,
Okay,
and then the Bob Villa, you said how much were you asking?
275.
275. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, understood. Well, Sylvester, thank you so much for your
Because
time, and you have a blessed day, my friend.
over here on the not near Bill, but the same area, Les House. It's in East Palfrey.
Uh-huh.
It is three bedrooms,
Uh-huh.
2 beds,
Uh-huh.
and they're asking 250.
I believe
So
it.
the houses, I know the houses, they went crazy.
Oh yeah.
They went crazy.
Yeah.
And well, all right.
Hey, I thank you so much, and for your
All right.
kindness and a good laugh, and
Okay.
you have a
Yes.
blessed day.
You too.
All right, bye. Guys, so I want you to remember something. I want you to remember something, guys. In the script that I gave you, okay, remember right after you get into your introduction, what's the first thing that you're doing? The first thing after you say, are you interested in selling? They say yes. Matter of fact, let me pull up the script real quick so y'all can see what I'm doing. But what the point that I'm trying to make is I don't want you wasting time talking to people who are not going to do business with you. Okay? With this individual, I can tell he's not motivated to sell. He's very clear on what he wants. It's making money. I'm not going to spend time going back and forth with this gentleman. All right? We're not Robin Hurt asked a good question. Robin Hurt brings out a good point. She says no creative. Robin, I'll be honest with you. You want me to admit something live right now? I need work on my creative pitch. And I've done creative finance deal. I've done sub twos. I've owner finance. I've done deeded loos and all sorts of fun stuff. But I'll be honest with you, like making calls live right now, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to make a creative pitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little nervous to make a creative pitch. Maybe y'all can help me. But yeah, that's why I'm not offering. If it's a no-brainer deal, then maybe I will. But right now I'm just trying to do assignments, and I don't want to overwhelm everybody. That's like my justification. Stevie Brown says, "Come to Phoenix and meet with Pace. Pace is my brother. So 100%. I might need to come meet with my man Pace and have him walk me through. 100%. But yeah, that's why I'm not really offering creative unless it's like a no-brainer creative finance deal. But I do need to work. I definitely need to work on my creative. I want to show you guys something really quick. I'm going to share the screen with y'all. I think this is a good teaching moment. And I want to share something with you guys. Watch this. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Maximo in the building. All right, I want to show y'all, guys. This is the script. This is the script that I'm using. Okay. Now watch how this goes, y'all. Watch this. Whenever you call, notice what I do. Every single time I hop on the phone, I say, "Hey, Sylvester." Yeah. "Hey, this is Earon," and I normally wait. Why do I do that? Because I'm speaking to them the way most cold callers and most telemarketers are not. I'm assuming like you know me, right? Like, "Hey, this is Earon," and then they're gonna be like, "Earon who?" All right, but even if they, and then I go on with the script, or they don't say anything, and if they don't say anything, I go on with the script. But it buys me time. Okay, so this is Earon. Yeah, I was calling about the property on 123 Main Street. Yeah, what about it? I just wanted to see if you consider selling because I might be interested in buying it. And they say yes. If they say yes, what is the next thing that we say, guys? Look at this. Okay, awesome. Well, we purchase properties cash, we pay all the closing costs, and buy the properties in as-is condition. So for an offer like that, what price range would you need to be in? And do y'all notice how almost every single person that I do this to, what do? They give me the price. Why is this so important? Because if we're so off in price, and you don't sense motivation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them know I'd actually be in this price range. And if there's no synchronizing there, if there's no alignment, I need to get them off the phone. That's why we do this immediately, because I don't want you spending 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes, God forbid an hour, with somebody who's never going to sell the property to you at a wholesale value or a creative finance value. You know what I mean? And on wholesale terms or wholesale price. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you wasting your time is my point. I just wanted to bring that out there. Okay. You know what? Let me leave the script on. Let me leave the script on while I make the next few calls. That way y'all can follow the script with me. How about that? How about that? Stevie Brown says, you're doing great. I love your being vulnerable and honest about that. That's how we grow. Absolutely. Maybe, thank you for that, Stevie. I appreciate you. And maybe some of the sub-2 students can help me build my portfolio and take my business to the next level. I love what Robin says. She's like, thank you for your time, then bye. That's right. That's right. Don't feel like a jerk, guys. You are here for a reason. You're calling them not to make friends, but to close deals, to help them, to serve them, right? I love what Robin says. She's like, listening while I cook. All right, now I got to run. I get it. I get it. Do your thing, but thank you for tuning in. Maximo Sosa says, now, if they are far off on price and they want to work down, does that work? Absolutely. Absolutely, it does. Absolutely. So let's make some more calls, y'all, and let's actually do this. Let's actually follow the script together. Let me just pull this file over here. And then I'm gonna pull my script. I'm gonna enlarge my script, and then let's go ahead and go on to the next call. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. All right, hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm going to the next call. Man, have y'all ever had like a song stuck in your head and it's not even really a song that you liked? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I've been singing Teenage Dirtbag all day. 4372. All right, y'all. I'm calling this next one right now. Let's run it. I'm going to run the script with you guys live. Watch this, y'all. Famous last words, right? Watch this. What happened to the new Drake on Low in the Back? Dang, I should, right, low key? I'm about it. Y'all want me to put some music in the back?
Forwarded.
All right, I'm calling again. Guys, if you have any questions about anything business related, wholesaling, real estate related, make sure to put in the comment section because we only have another 26 minutes together. All right, my man Maximo, he wants some music in the back. Let me see what I could do.
Your call has been
Hold on, let me get to the next call first. That way we could keep it moving. I'm trying to lock up another deal. Yo, how crazy? Because y'all know the mission, right? The mission is our goal is to help 100 wholesalers hit 6 figures in 12 months or less. All right. How crazy would it be if I locked up 6 figures in assignments in like less than a month? Just live, just doing these lives. Like, would that remove all of y'all's concerns and fears about this business? I hope it would. That's the purpose of it. Bro, I don't have Drake, but guess what I do have? Watch this. Y'all know this song? Let me see if it plays in the back. Y'all know this song?
I may have to double close, and that's fine with me. Deal so big it boosts the economy. You say you don't like my deals, but you lying to me. I just really think you don't like my assignment fees. But it's all good though, cause I'll double close. Ask me how much did I make, only my mother knows. Now I'm at the dealership like I own one of those.
Man, y'all about to get me in trouble. All right, I love it. All right, so let's go on to the next call. I don't have Drake, but Maximo, I promise you this: next week on all my lives, I will have Drizzy in the back. For right now, we got yours truly. All right, on to the next call. All right, the ARV on this one, y'all, it's looking like it is 245,000. Kevin says, play jealousy, them boys fly. Hey. Hey, low key, this song goes hard, y'all. Man, y'all got me all distracted, man. See, Maximo, hey, Maximo, back in the day, when I was doing, when we were having our accountability calls, Maximo would be on the call. I kid y'all not, y'all. He would be on those calls, making me laugh the entire time, bro. His little commentary in the back, his commentary in the back would have me laughing, busting out laughing the entire time. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I know there's probably a handful of people like, yo, Earon, for real though, like, make the next call. All right, I'm on it, y'all. Y'all know I get distracted easily. All right, on to the next one. Let's close 6 figures. Let's close. Okay, here's the new goal. Here's my new impulsive goal. We said we wanted to close a deal live. Technically, we did that. Now the goal is 6 figures in 1 month. Can we do it live? I'm gonna be going live every day anyway. Y'all think I could do it? We did 25K. We did 25K already in
494-2721. I'm unavailable to take your call.
I'm gonna call her back. Okay, here's the new goal, y'all. 6 figures in assignment fees in 1 month. After I do this, and I will do it, because after we did this 25K, I'm like, yo, like, we're definitely gonna hit 6 figures. And this is not even in my business. This is me just doing this to show you guys. We'll do 6 figures in 1 month. And then I don't want anybody ever, if anybody ever tells me, hey, I'm struggling with wholesaling, I haven't done a deal, literally, I'm going to send them to my YouTube to watch this entire series and tell them you have no excuses. Literally from scratch, with just a few dollars, I showed you guys how to do this. Like, you have no excuses. And I'll say it with love. I'll say it with love and excitement. All right, let's on to the next one. 10781. This is like, you don't have to be especially skilled, guys. You just have to have the discipline to do this every single day, the way I am. That's how to do it, y'all.
Hello, Papa.
Hey, Elsa.
Yes,
Hey, this is Earon.
Earon.
Yeah, I was calling about the property on Alenda Drive.
Earon, you talk to me like you know me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just reaching out to see if you've considered selling the property, because I might be interested in buying it.
Oh my goodness. It's already under contract to sell.
Oh, okay. Do you think they're actually gonna close or? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Would it be okay if I followed up in like a couple weeks to see if they closed?
I have some other people that we're following up with.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Literally, I kid you not, y'all. That is the second time in my whole life that somebody was like, you talk to me like you know me, and they said it like it was a bad thing. Do not, by the way, y'all, do not, and we're still going to follow up with her, by the way. That's still a strong follow-up. It's under contract. If somebody tells you, there's 2 things I want to address from that call before I go on to the next one. Number 1, if it's under contract, ask them if they think that it's going to close. Why? Because sometimes properties can be under contract. When you ask that question, they'll be like, I don't know. It's been under contract for 3 weeks and I haven't heard from them. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're still going to follow up with her, okay? So that's the first thing that I want to address. That is a follow-up. The second thing is, please, guys, for the love of goodness, do not let the fact that she called me out on the fact that you talk to me like you know me. Do not let that discourage you from swaying away from the script. Like, oh, I don't want them to tell me that. That's good. That's good. It bought me more time. It bought me enough time to get me everything, all the information I needed on the call. Don't let that discourage you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've had people literally on my team in my company that were like, what if I do that? What if they call me out and say exactly what she said? That's the second time that's ever happened to me, by the way. And then my answer is this: so what? So what? You sound differently than a telemarketer. In fact, the fact that she told me that is all the more incentive to keep doing it. Why? Because it makes me different from a telemarketer. All right. So I really, really just want to stress that, because I want you guys following the script. Follow the script. Follow the script. I cannot emphasize it enough. Why follow the script? Because this script was built in the trenches. Okay. All right. So let's call this next one. All right. This one right here, I don't have an ARV on it. She did trip me up when she was like, you talk to me like you know me, though. I didn't know what to say. Maximo says, is there a rebuttal if someone said that? Hey, Linda.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Aaron.
Aaron.
Yes, ma'am. I was calling about the property on Lakewood Drive.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I just
I'm not gonna sell it.
What's that?
I'm not gonna sell it.
You're not gonna sell it?
Mm.
Do you happen to have any other property you'd consider selling?
No, this is just the only thing I have.
Okay, okay. And let me ask you this, Linda. Would it make sense for me to follow up in the future, or probably not? Like,
Probably not.
No? Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you for your kindness, and you have a blessed day.
You too.
Bye. Okay, so Maximo, he brings out a good point. He says, is there a rebuttal if they say that? You talk to me like you know me. I think what I'm going to say in the future is, oh, you know, that's probably just my personality. That's what I'm going to say. It's probably just my personality, right? Andre says, ask when it's supposed to close, then set your schedule to call a day after that closing. Pipeline, baby. Yep, I love it. I could have done that, actually. Listen, Linda. I love it. You guys are awesome, man. All right, on to the next one. On to the next one. It's hard to move on when you always regret one. 379-5080. Now watch this. By the way, real quick, before I go on to this next call, y'all. Watch this. Okay? How many calls do you think I did? All the calls that I did to lock up the deal that I got today, how many calls do you think that I did? Because all the calls that I did live. I didn't do any of the calling outside of this live. Like, I'm only cold calling during this live. Excuse me. How many calls do you think that I did? Let's say, what, 150? 200 calls? Maximo says 50. So let's say 150. You know what I mean? Let's say 100. But let's say 150 though. Let's say 150. We contracted a $25,000 deal, right? So if you take $25,000 divided by 150, that means every no was worth $166. So guys, whenever somebody says no, whenever somebody gives you a rebuttal that maybe hurts your feelings, because it is going to happen, you know, we're all humans. Somebody says something that's mean to you and they hang up on the phone, say thank you for that $166. Thank you, appreciate you. You know what I mean? It's a good way to stay emotionally resilient. Okay, when you don't have me that's cheerleading you and you don't have a bunch of people around you cheerleading you, right? Sometimes when you're doing this, it can be a little bit tough. I'm not gonna lie, right? But remember in the back of your head, thank you for that 150. I appreciate that. That was $150. Appreciate you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? We got Tony in YouTube world that says you could say, you know what? We know each other. Then laugh. I like your style, Tony. I like your style, man. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. On to the next call. We only have about 15 minutes together. So if y'all have any questions, make sure to ask them now, because I have to hop off a little early. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we got I want to hang with my wife, man. It's been a long week. We got stuff to catch up on, and my wife ordered crab legs. She ordered crab legs and Coke. Like, one of our things, y'all, real quick before I make the next call, I just got to share this with y'all. One of our things that we love to do is order crab legs and Coke, and we do rum and Coke and crab legs, and we have our little thing of butter, and it hits the spot. It hits the spot. To be honest with y'all, I didn't really want crab legs tonight, but my wife surprised us, and so I'm gonna enjoy. It's still gonna hit though. It's still gonna hit. All right, so we're hopping into the next call. And Massimo says, take the picture with you in the bib. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Earon. Earon, I was calling about the property on Hackberry.
Which one?
The one on 1107 South
I got
Hackberry.
both of them. Yeah, I got both. 1107, 1109.
Okay. Were you interested in selling?
Yes, I'm gonna sell it this year.
Okay.
As soon as I finish moving out everything.
Oh, okay, awesome. When you say moving out everything, you're living there, or you have tenants, or?
I got 1107. That's where I lived at. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Has a rear rent house. 1109 next door is a 2 bedrooms. Then to the right is a dining room and a living room, and then a kitchen, and then a washroom, porch in the back. It has a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Which one of them did you want to sell right now?
I'm gonna sell both of them.
Okay. Awesome. Well, just to kind of let you know, Richard, I purchase properties cash. I pay all the closing costs, and I buy the properties in as is condition. So for an offer like that, what price range did you need to be in off the record?
7.
What's that?
7.
7?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, if I'm gonna take 700,000 both of them.
Okay, 700,000 for both of them. So 350 each.
400 and 300.
Oh, okay, got it. So 400 for one, and then 300 for the other one.
Right.
Okay, got you. To be honest with you, I'd be significantly less than that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Bye.
You have a blessed day. Bye. Guys, that was like the value of those properties. Just so y'all know, the value of those properties. Legit, the ARV, guys, is like 320,000, 350,000. Like, he is asking over top of retail. People who are like that, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. Remember what I said? Oh, now Maximo brought out a good point. If you're a realtor, could you say, set an appointment and then try to get a listing? Absolutely, you could. But y'all remember, take what I'm doing with a little bit of a grain, because I'm trying to lock up wholesale deals. So I'm looking for low-hanging fruit. So could you offer owner finance, creative finance on these? Yes. Could you take these down as a listing? Absolutely. But I'm just so y'all know, I'm not doing that. But good feedback from everybody who's on these lives. Continue to give me feedback, y'all. If you think that I'm missing something or could have done something better, definitely let me know. I love all the feedback I'm getting. On to the next one, y'all. On to the next one. 377101. All right, so this next one. Let's see what's up.
Hello?
Hey, Christian.
Yes?
Hey, this is Earon.
Hello?
Yes, sir. I was calling about the property on Nolan Street.
Yes?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to see if you consider selling it, because I might be interested in buying it.
Which Which one were you talking about?
1726.
Oh, okay. It's actually my dad's. But we had a couple people come, but they never called back.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I mean, I'm serious. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be calling you this late at night. I definitely don't want to waste your time. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, are y'all interested in selling it? Because I can make you an offer on this call if you want.
Um. I mean, like my dad's like not in a rush to sell anything,
Mhm,
but he has considered offers before.
mhm. Okay, makes sense. Would it make sense for me to call your dad? Or
Yeah, but he speaks Spanish. So I know you speak Spanish.
yeah, I can. If you just give me his number, then I can go ahead and give him a call, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Christian. I'll go ahead and give him a call. And like I said, we're not going to waste any time. We're serious. What's your dad's name? That way I can address him respectfully.
German
German?
with a G. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Hey, Christian, you're awesome, brother. I'll give him a call and hopefully we can make something happen. I know he's not in a rush, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, brother. Bye. Okay, so I got the dad's number, and I need somebody who speaks Spanish. Maximo, you got me? Hey, Maximo, low key, for real. If you want to do this deal with me, you want to call the dad and make an offer. If you get it under contract, we can JV it. If it's a good deal, if you're down. If you don't want to, I get it. But if we're gonna break bread, I may as well break bed with family, you know, man. All right, but if Maximo, if you don't want to, then anybody who speaks Spanish on this live, if you want to JV with me, let me know, and let's do it. So I'm marking a note. I have his information, I have his number, and we're going to. I need a JV that was somebody who speaks Spanish because I do not speak Spanish. All right, on to the next one. We got 7 more minutes to lock up a contract, y'all. Ooh, I'm getting anxious. I'm getting anxious. All right. All right. Boom, boom, boom. This next one, I'm making the call now. Most people skydive, go hunting, go fishing. Me, I call sellers live on Fridays before eating crab legs with my wife.
Please pick up the. Hi, this is Howard Lutz. I'm away from my phone right now. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Let's double tap this man. Double tapping. We gonna double tap my man one time.
Hi, this is Howard Lutz.
Okay, he didn't answer. We're marking that down. I'm gonna go on to the next one. All right. I know Stevie's like, come on, somebody that speaks Spanish, step up. There's money on the table. I'm saying, Stevie, where my Spanish speakers at? Come on, man. Beth is like, I wish I did. All right, it doesn't look like we have any Spanish speakers on, but it's all good. If you're on the replay and you hear this, hit me up, DM me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go find somebody to JV. I'm literally giving away money. I'm literally Somebody says I just right here. I just tuned in that speaks Spanish. Who is that? Because all I see is Facebook user. Who is that? Steve, Stevie's like, I'm getting ready to call Rosetta Stone. Okay, so we have Roger Brenner who speaks Spanish. Roger, I'm gonna send you over the deal. We have Victor Castillo, he speaks Spanish, but Roger, who came first? Chris Sosa says I speak Spanish. But I'm new to wholesaling. All good, no worries, no worries. Either Victor or Roger. Who do I send this lead to? That way y'all can help me JV this deal. We'll squat up, we'll close the deal together, we'll make some money. All right, who do y'all want me to send it to? I'll send it to y'all after this call. All right, I'm about to call this next one, y'all. I only got a few minutes. Can y'all sense like my urgency? I'm trying to squeeze as much juice out of this live as humanly possible. Okay, so while I'm getting ready for this next call, I want to do a couple little announcements really quick. Guys, I missed a couple days this week of going live. Stevie called me out on that. She was like, "Where have you been?" I missed a couple days this week. I'm going to be making up for that by going live tomorrow as well as Sunday. Okay, and then we're going to be restarting again next week, and then next week we're going to keep the same schedule of Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. every single day except for Wednesday that we go at 4 p.m. Okay, all right, so I'm just letting y'all know you will see me going live this weekend as well to make sure that I can still get my 5 days in. I promised you guys 5 days a week, and I will honor that.
Hello?
Hey, Miss Annabelle?
Yes?
Hey, this is Earon.
Yeah, hi.
Hey there, I was calling about the property on Zarzamora Street.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to see if you had considered selling it because I might be interested in buying.
Yeah, I'm interested in selling that property.
Okay, awesome. Well, we purchase properties cash.
Right.
We pay all closing costs and we buy properties in as-is condition. So,
Right.
Miss Annabelle, for an offer like that, what price range would you need to be in off the record?
Well, to be honest with you, I had it at 220, but I'm willing to take 200 because, I want to sell it. I'm tired of doing rents and, taking care of properties and stuff like that. So
Sure, makes sense.
it's got 2 houses.
Okay.
It is on commercial. So it could be 2 businesses, or it could be 2 houses, or it could be a house and have the person having a business right next door in the smaller unit. So it's got a lot of potential because it is, like I said, it could be one or the other. It could be both because it is on commercial. I had it rented for the longest time, the 3-bedroom one. Mm-hmm. And, but then, they weren't, it was a family. The parents left their son and his girlfriend there, and then they weren't taking care of it, and then they were always getting behind on the rent. It was, it was too much of a hassle for me, so I decided I was going to go ahead and sell that property.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. Okay, what remodeling? Also, the 2 houses that are on there right now, they are. Can you tell me a little bit more about them? Like how many bed and bathrooms?
Okay, the one that I had rented, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and the other one that my mom was fixing up to make it like a business. She put it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and that one she had put fake brick around it. She had leveled both of the houses, and she had put a roof on there, but it was kind of like a 20-year roof type thing. And but recently I changed the roofs on both. So about 5 years ago, I changed the roofs to 35-year roofs. So they're both with good roofs. And the 3-bedroom, 1 bath, I actually had a contract on this property. Mm-hmm. And what happened, the investor called me and said, I need for my contractor to go over there and tell me what needs to get done and whatever, but need to go get your keys, for him to do that. So the guy came and took my keys and went. And what happened is that particular property has two front doors, one into the living room and one into the bedroom. Well, he left the door open. And guess what? Some homeless, I'm serious, some homeless people got in there, and I didn't know they were in there for about 2 weeks until a neighbor called me and he said, there's people in your house. Did you sell it? I said, no. And I was going to sell it to the guy. I said, it's not sold yet. I have a contract on it, but, but no. And so I went over there and they had made a mess. I had left a 5-gallon thing of paint where I was going to touch up, some of the rooms in there. Well, they opened the paint and they put their hands in there and put their handprints on the walls.
Oh my God.
And just brought in junk. So there was junk all over the place, clothes and a mattress and stuff like that. So they did do some damage. And then what happened, I boarded it up because I called the police. And they said, the only way you're going to keep him out is to board up the house. I said, okay. So I boarded it up. And then just recently, I guess they got mad that they couldn't use the house anymore or get in there. And they went and broke a window and got in again.
Oh my God. They were like, this is my house.
I know, exactly. I mean, you think it was God. And it was all really the investor who sent his contractor, and they messed up my house because it really just needed like a paint job and then upgrading a little bit on the kitchen and bathrooms, and then it would have been very rentable. I had the new roofs and I had changed the water heater in that particular house and everything a year ago. And so they just messed it up. So I know y'all buy it as is, so that's why, I haven't gone to try to do anything. And then they also pulled down a ceiling fan. I don't know. I guess they wanted to do destruction because they were mad that I had boarded up their house, type thing. And so to get back, they did damage, like that. So and now there is some damage. Before it was mainly like painting and doing stuff like that. Maybe putting, upgrading just the kitchen and the bathroom was the only thing that needed kind of like an upgrade to make it look prettier. But it was very rentable, and I had it rented for about 8 or 9 years without any problems.
What were you renting it for?
I was renting it for $900, but I was actually going to raise it to $1,000. Before finally I had to run off that couple because they were just messing it up. They wouldn't pick up the trash. They wouldn't cut the grass. It didn't look nice anymore. Before, if you cut the grass and keep it clean, it looks pretty decent, but. They weren't doing any of that. They were just living there and existing there.
Yeah.
And so they kind of, between them and then the contractor that, left the door open, they messed me up.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
But, I mean, anything is fixable. I know y'all buy stuff as is. And so that's why I have not tried to go in there and do things because I might do something and then you might tear it up to do something else. So I just figured, well, if they want it, they want it.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Other than talking to me right now, Miss Annabelle, what makes you want to sell the property? Why not keep it?
Well, I don't want to. I've been renting houses for about 9 or 10 years. My mom used to do it. And then when she passed away, I inherited a couple of houses. And I'm 74, so I'm tired of going and trying to collect and then dealing with people like that who are disrespectful as far as they think they don't have to, pay on time and don't take care of the yards. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to just sit and watch TV or go on a cruise or go on vacation somewhere and not worry about, am I going to get the money for the rent or not, So that's why I'm selling. I just don't want to be doing rentals anymore.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. And so you told me a little bit about the condition. So both of them are vacant right now, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, got you. And then, Miss Annabelle, once we agree on the price, how soon will you be ready to move forward?
Right away. I just want to get rid of them and not have to worry about it anymore.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, awesome. Well, it looks like I have all the information I need to see if the property qualifies for what we're looking for. I'm going to place you on a brief hold and see if I can get a cash approval. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Guys, I have never had anybody. I do this live because I'm showing you right now. I've told this to y'all, but like I'm showing you, I've never had anybody tell me no. By the way, I have her muted, so we're good. What are we gonna do right now? What we're gonna do is we know that she wants 200 because that's what we saw in the script. I'm gonna run numbers right now, and then while she's waiting for me, I'm going to put my offer together based on the numbers. So I'm not going to share my screen. It's going to take too long. I'm just going to run the numbers really quick, and I'm going to let you guys know what I see. And then I'm going to make my offer based on the numbers because I still have my screen sharing to the script, and I want y'all to see the script. You know what I'm saying? Beth Radigan says, tired landlord. You bet your bottom dollar that's a tired landlord. All right. How crazy is this? Ayla Melendez actually talked to the same seller. She's in my city. She says, I never went out to the property. It needed too much work, and she had squatters in there. So basically, I'm running my comps right now the same way. With those of you that are tuning in right now, by the way, we have 150 people live on all platforms. We have like 22 people on Facebook. We have a whole bunch of people on LinkedIn, a whole bunch of people on YouTube. Love you guys to death. While I am going and pulling numbers right now, how crazy is it, y'all, that this business is this easy? All right, so I am now, I'm typing in the address into 2411 South Zarzamora, 2411. 2411. I'm just typing it in real quick, y'all. Y'all see how clutch this script is, right? Let me get her back on the phone. That way she knows I haven't forgotten about her. Miss Annabelle? Yes. Quick, I'm running the numbers right now, and I'm seeing what we can get this approved for you. But while I'm doing this, just a quick question for you: are the squatters still there, or are they gone?
Through that window, but they're gone. And what happened is I filed a thing with the police because what happened is when they got in the last time, they had so many 1,000 papers with the city, with the police department, for them to be arrested if they're inside the house. They cannot arrest them if they're outside, but if somebody's inside, they can be arrested. And what happened is when they did break the window, I called the police, and the guy said, well, do you have your paper with you? And see, what happened is the neighbor saw them, and so they had the neighbor outside, and I think he yelled at them, and they ran. So they weren't there. They weren't there by the time the policeman came.
Oh my goodness!
But now I have this paperwork done that even if they come back, they can be arrested.
Yeah, good.
So
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're not in there now. They got out, when the police came there. I mean, they knew the police was gonna come because the guy was out there yelling at him. The police were coming.
Yeah. Okay. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. Ayla Melendez, I hope you're watching this. All right. Somebody says really tired. It's sad what happened, but glad she's getting help now. Facts, big facts. Ayla Melendez, I hope you're watching this because I may end up getting this contract right now. I'm seeing an ARV of 275 on commercial. That's so hilarious. Ayla just texted me right now. She's like, this is the lead you're cold calling right now. I spoke to her a month ago. All right, let's see. All right, so let me see. I'm seeing an ARV of 275 since it's zoned commercial with 2 structures. So 275, let's say that we're gonna call it, let's say we only need cosmetic. That means I can offer 170. I can offer her 170 but I'm gonna anchor a little bit lower, okay? So follow the script, y'all. Where we are is right here. We just muted the phone. We're gonna come back on the phone right now, on the call right now with the anchor, okay? Hey, Miss Annabelle?
Yes,
Okay, so it looks like similar properties in your area were approved for cash for about 165,000.
Right, but that's one house. This is 2 houses you're getting.
But is it on one lot or is it?
It's on one lot. What happened, it was 2 lots that were owned by a family, and they were senior citizens, and they didn't want to take care of them. They lived there. They were going to be moving in with their kids or something. So my mother went and bought both properties. There were 2 houses with 2 different addresses, but they were right next to each other. And so my mom decided that, the location was really good because she had wanted to have like a shop, an antique shop. And she thought if she bought both properties, she could zone the property commercial because it wasn't. It was residential. And make it one big lot, because later, once she got older, because she was already older in age, that if she wanted to sell it, it'd be easier to sell a big piece of land that's zoned commercial than 2 small pieces. It might sell it to 2 different people, but she'd rather have a bigger piece. So she went and changed the zoning and changed the lot itself.
So I'm going to go to this part of the script now, y'all.
But if you want to have it, fix it up and rent it as 2 houses or sell them as 2 houses, you can go back and undo that, because they told me that at the city. I did ask because people kept asking me that. Okay. You can go back and change it, because the old address was 2407 for the little house, and the big house was the 2411. Okay. But now, since she made it into one lot, because the other thing is, like, sometimes these older houses, they tear them down and they build some kind of commercial building, like further up the street on Zarzamora. They knocked down 2 houses and they built a 7-Eleven. And then in another part of Zarzamora, they knocked down 1 house and they did a drive-through type chicken place or something. So the possibility is there that once y'all want to sell it, you might want to either tear down the houses or just sell it as one big commercial lot, know.
Yeah. Okay. And I understand.
It can go back to being 2 lots, but you have to go through the city to change it back.
Got you.
And that wouldn't be hard to do, because I know the city council person who has the last say so on all the zoning and stuff like that.
You're gonna have to hook me up with that person. but I mean, I understand it. That's the approval I was able to get. Now I don't mind fighting against the market and trying to make a deal work here. Where would you need to be in order for us to move forward if I can pay all the closing costs and just make this an easy cash transaction?
Right. Well, everybody is the same thing. All the investors, they do all closing costs and everything. So that's not a huge incentive, because everybody that I talk with does the same thing. I think the thing that you need to consider is that it's 2 lots, not just 1 lot. And it's 2 houses that you can fix and rent as 2 houses.
Oh, wait. I thought it was 1 lot. It's 2 lots with 2.
No, it's 1 lot with 2 houses, but it used to be 2 lots. But my mother took the 2407 address. They took it off the things and made it all 2411. So it's 2 houses and it had 2 lots, but now it's 1 lot with 2 houses. Okay. But if you want to divide them and sell them, or whatever as separate, then you can go back and they'll just put. I'm sure the measurements are there in the city of where the division was, and actually there's a fence between the 2. I think that's where the division was. Yeah, it's actually like you're buying 2 houses that are next to each other, and but it's 1 big lot, like a commercial lot. So it could be a commercial property, just knock everything down, or somebody, there's people that want to build like that, like out of nowhere. There was a 7-Eleven, came there.
Well, let me do this. I'm going to share that. I'm going to share this right now. And let me see what I can get this qualified for. I'm going to be right back.
Okay. And tell them I did have it at 220.
Okay.
And I had it listed for a while because this woman approached me about selling it. But, I told her I wanted 220. And the guy who had made me the offer that was going to buy the place and everything that screwed up with his contractor, I had accepted 210.
How come why didn't he close, you think?
Well, because his guy went and they messed up the inside of the house.
So he didn't close?
No, his excuse was this. Listen to this. He said he was going to have to back down because there was a problem with the title. I said, there's no problem with the title. We've already sold several properties that my brother and I inherited from our parents. I said, there's been no problem. The same lawyer did all the paperwork. We got the title separated. You know, he got some properties. I got some properties. You know, everything has gone fine, and we've sold some of those already. And that was his excuse to get out, because he realized that his contractor messed up by leaving that door open. And now it was going to cost them more to fix it than he had thought initially. So he backed down. But he was giving me 210. And, you know, initially I was asking for 220. And what happened is when a real estate person approached me, they said, look, I can sell it for you. It's a great location. You're here on Zarzamora. There's a lot of traffic right next to Highway 90 and all this stuff. Anyway, I said, okay, I'll list it with you, just because I didn't want to be hassling with everybody calling me. And she raised the price to $299. So then I didn't get any offers at $299 through her. So I told her, I'm just going to, you know, list it with you for, I think I told her 30 or 45 days. I can't remember what I told her, one or the other. And so she had it, and she didn't, you know, get me a client. But then I got the 210 guy who was going to do everything. He was an investor like y'all are. And, but when whoever broke in there and did their stuff, it was the fault of the guy that he sent over there, because he didn't lock the door.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna be right back. Bear with me.
Okay, tell him 210 is the least, and it's a good size lot. You know, it's definitely a good size lot.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
So here's the thing, y'all. So do you see the way I structured it? I never want to be the bad guy. I never want to see, whenever you're talking to this, I have her muted, by the way, those that don't know. But you never want to be the bad guy. You are the one that's supposed to be the savior. You're the hero. You're the problem solver. So don't just make the offer, y'all. Let them know. Mute them. Follow the script. Let them know you're going to get an approval. All right, and then whenever you can't agree on a price, like right now, we're not seeing eye to eye. What I'm doing is I'm letting her know, hey, let me go see what I can do. So now I'm framing myself as I'm fighting for her. I'm trying to get her the most that I can. Now let's kind of underwrite this real quick. I know that commercially, like, I have a feeling that this can go for 275 because of what I'm seeing on the MLS right now. However, I don't know, y'all. I would say probably, let's say we put it on the MLS, and I listed this on the MLS. I could probably sell it for 70 cents on the dollar because it's commercial. I mean, man, that means I can sell it at like 195. Just because I'm on this live right now, I'm gonna see if I can get her down to 190. If I can't get her down to 190, I'm gonna let her know that, hey, maybe I'll follow up with you in the future to see if anything changes. 190 is already kind of tight, y'all. But I'm pretty sure that there's two things contingent on this, because I know everybody's gonna be calling me out on my numbers. Number one, this is contingent on I have to list this on the MLS, and number two, if I get it at 190, I think I could probably, you know, move it at 195, 198, maybe 200, but the numbers are kind of tight. So let me see what I can do. Miss Annabelle?
Yes.
Okay, so I did let them know that 210 is kind of where like your lowest point is. They said just based on the area, based on where we are in the market right now, the most that we would be able to qualify for cash is 190. Is that something that you would be able to work with us on if we could close fast? And I'll do barbacoa tacos and Big Red on the day of closing.
Yeah, whole $10 more. Well, look, you said the other houses were going for what? 100 and what?
170?
Yeah, and see, that's just one house. You're getting
but those are commercial, Miss Annabelle. Those are commercial properties.
Yeah, well, commercial I hate to tell you, but commercial costs more than residential.
100%. But see, yeah. my mind is I'm looking at like commercial. That's why I comped it commercial. If I comped it residential, the residential ones would be much lower in South Zarzamora. But I comped it commercial because I want to offer you as much as possible. And what I'm thinking, so just so you know, because I don't want you to think I'm lowballing you. Just so you know, what I'm thinking, what I'm considering is I have to split up the lots. So I'm gonna have to pay for parceling. Then I'm gonna need to update the properties because the bones look good, but I'm gonna need to cosmetically update them and update some of the other structural things. And then I'm considering the fact that even if I wanted to sell this in the future, I'm probably gonna have to wait some time with the way interest rates are. That's why we would be buying it cash, Like we don't want to get financing for this.
Right. So, well, I will help you get them separated. A whole lot of bucks to get that separated.
Yeah, probably just like 1,000, 1,500 maybe, but
Yeah, at the
still.
most. Well, it's just doing the paperwork at the city and going to the city council. I mean, you apply for it, and it's just kind of like when you do the rezoning type thing.
Yeah.
So you're saying what? 190 what?
$190,000 cash. I pay all the closing costs, no real estate commissions, and then barbacoa and Big Red on the day of closing.
Oh man, you're gonna have to come a little bit higher than that. I mean, I've had offers. I had an offer at 198.
Why didn't you take it?
Well, because you won't believe it. Actually, I had one for more than that. More than even I was even asking. But you know what happened? They send me these contracts that you DocuSign.
Yeah.
And I'm 74. I never used a computer at work. I had to kind of train myself. I didn't know how to sign it. I could not figure it out. And it took me 3 days to finally figure it out. And by the time I sent it in, the guy thought I didn't want it. So he went and bought some other property.
Shut up! Are you serious?
So when he got it back, and he said, "You wanted it after all? I mean, you were going to take my offer?" I said, "Yes." I said, "I just couldn't figure out how to do it, and I don't have anybody. I live by myself. I don't have anybody around me, any family or anything. So, I was just trying to figure it out." And I said, "Well, I'll do it tomorrow." And then I read up on it and whatever, and I would find it, but then I would try to do it, and I couldn't do it. I mean, I just couldn't do it. I'm low tech. I'm as low tech as you get. And I mean, I never even used a computer at work. I retired before computers were put in offices.
Yeah.
So anyway, by the time I signed it and sent it back, the guy said, "Oh man, I thought you didn't want it because you didn't respond immediately." I mean, he wanted me to just sign it and send it back.
Yeah.
And he was actually going to give me like $225 for it, believe it or not.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I know. So I blew it on that one because I didn't realize, that I didn't know how to do that. Just old fashioned. I signed papers and stuff.
Yeah.
But doing that. Tell him, I guess the least I would take is 197. It is 2 properties. I mean, you can divide it. You'll have 2 pieces of land that are zone commercial. And if you don't want to do them commercial, you can turn them back into residential, but it's an advantage, somebody wants to have a business. I know when I started kind of taking care of them after my mom passed away, I mean, people wanted to do like a used car lot and stuff like that around there. And, but, she wouldn't have wanted that. So, I didn't accept, the guy initially who was that was way back. It wasn't like recent. I just didn't feel like it was right to have a used car lot next to where the residential people were there behind me and stuff. So, I turned down his request and, stuff like that. So there's a potential. I mean, people that want to start businesses, and like the fact that the smaller house is perfect for a small business who's just starting out. Or like, let's say a lawyer or an accountant moves into the house next door, the 3-bedroom, 1 bath, they can have their business in the little house, so they won't have to come into their house. Because some accountants, work out of their house, and so do some lawyers. So they could live next door and have their business right there next door to them without having to go too far.
Yeah.
To go to work.
Yeah.
Anyway, why don't you check back with them and call me tomorrow, and then we can talk about it. Because 190 to me, it's 95,000 for each house. That's not even,
Mhm. Well, let me ask you this. If I can go back to them, you said 197 you would consider?
197 is the least. The least I can take, just to get rid of them, because I don't want to be worrying about them. And at this point, I'm not going to fix them to rent them. I mean, they're rentable once you fix them, because like the bigger house was always rented. I had no problem. When I would put a for rent sign, I get about 30 applicants wanting to rent the house.
I believe it.
Trust me. So, I had to go through all these things and check them out and all that. It was a pain in the neck for me, because, I'm older. And like I said, I don't use a computer that well to just check up people and whatever. So, but 197, I think I would feel better. I'd feel that it's closer to 200. I think that's what my mom would want, to get a better deal, because, she went through a lot to have them zoned, commercial and all that.
Yeah, I hear you. Let me see what I can do. Just bear with me 1 second, because I'm about to leave the office right now. So if we got a deal, let me see if we can make it happen. 1 second, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
What do y'all think, y'all? So I think that I can move this on the. Oh shoot, no. You know what? If we put this on the MLS, shoot, man, we would need to sell it for. We would need to sell it for 215. If we sold it for 215, 3%. Man, y'all, I don't know if this would be a deal. Shoot. Dang it, I want to close this deal, man. Oh, Edgar says barbacoa and C plus C, crab and Coca-Cola. Man, I really want to close this deal, y'all. I really do, but I don't think I can. I don't know if I can do 197. I'm gonna have to let her down easy. Hey, Miss Annabelle.
Yeah.
They said the most we could do is 195.
Right.
They're like Donald Trump. I'm telling you, they negotiate.
I know. Well, I'm gonna have to wait on it.
You're gonna do me like that? I'm working hard late. I want this deal.
I know, but you need to work for both of us, not just for them. I know they're paying you, but you gotta do like a rule negotiator. Talk to them, then talk to me, then talk to them, talk to me.
So no, 195. You're gonna let me down?
Well, only if I have no responsibility and you do everything, then maybe I will do it. But
no way.
Can
I tell them yes?
Tell them yes, but you need to bring me the paper. Don't send me the DocuSign thing. Bring me some papers that I can sign.
Where do you want me to meet you? I'm available tomorrow. In fact, I'm gonna be running errands for a couple of contracts. Where should I meet you?
Well, there's a Bill Miller on Zarzamora further down. You want to meet at the Bill Miller?
Yes. What time works best for you?
Well, anytime, 11:30, or
I have an appointment.
What time they open.
I have an appointment at 11. O'clock? Can you do 12?
Yeah, 12 o'clock sounds fine. At Bill Miller.
The Bill Miller on Zarzamora?
It's Zarzamora, and it's near Theo. Let me think. I guess it's on Theo and.
Yep, I know exactly where that is.
It's on Walton, on the corner of. No, yeah. Oh.
Yep.
No, sorry. Yeah, Theo. Yeah, it's Theo. Theo and Zarzamora.
Yep, I know exactly where that is. You are awesome. You have no idea how you literally just made my day. This is so exciting. You are so amazing.
And you know what? I'm still gonna want the barbacoa and Big Red.
I got you. I promise. On the day of closing, I will make sure I will bring breakfast tacos, barbacoa, and Big Red.
Okay.
I look forward to meeting you tomorrow. Is this your cell phone? Can I text you?
Yes, this is my cell phone. Yeah, don't call me on the home phone because it doesn't tell me numbers. It doesn't take messages. So this is the right number to call me.
Awesome.
The 512 number.
Miss Annabelle, you made my day. This was literally the best way to close my day. I'm gonna text you right now, and then I'll confirm with you tomorrow, okay? And I'll bring the paperwork.
Okay, sounds good. Call me before you head out to Bill Miller's.
Yes, ma'am. We'll do.
I'm only about 6 blocks from it, so I can meet you there right away. So just call me when you're on your way. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. We'll do. Talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Bye. Yo, let's go, baby. The last call of the day. Let's go. The last call of the day. Now, mind you, guys, this is only probably like a $5,000 to $10,000 deal. Wait, probably like a maybe a $10,000. But let me be more conservative and call it like a $5,000 deal. It's only a $5,000 deal, but it's still a deal. The numbers still work. They make sense. And what do you guys think about the fact that I followed the script? I showed you guys the script, right? So guys, okay, so we haven't got the contract yet, so we can't count the number, all right? But remember what I said? How crazy is that? Like a few minutes ago, I said impulsive, new goal. The first goal was, hey, we just want to close a deal live. We did that technically, right? We locked up the deal, then went and closed it in person. So we closed the deal live. That's $25K. Then we said, okay, we want to do $100K contracted on lives. This is a potentially another 5 that would bring us, once we contract this tomorrow, to $30K. Before the end of this month, we will have 6 figures in assignment fees locked up. Why? Why are we doing this? To show you guys that there are no excuses. The secret sauce is in the behaviors and being disciplined and making it happen and executing. Woo, man, I feel amazing. I feel amazing. Look at what Eric said. He was like, bro, it was the tacos and the Big Red that made the deal. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this. I'm showing you guys. Yo, technically it's 2 in one day, but I got one assigned today. I got an appointment for tomorrow. We're going to get it assigned. Guys, I want you guys to know. All right, I want you guys to know that you can do this. That's why I'm doing it. I don't need to be locking up these deals. My team is already doing this. I'm doing this to show you guys that the secret sauce is in the behaviors. It's in actually executing. It's following the script. It's following the formulas that I gave you, and it's sticking to the behaviors. We've only been doing this for 2 weeks, and we already have $25,000 in assignment fees contracted, $30,000 by tomorrow. How many of you guys would love to have $30,000 contracted in 2 weeks? That means a minimum of $30,000 in 1 month, closed and funded. How amazing is that? I love it. I love it. With that said, guys, I have a beautiful ebony goddess that I'm about to go eat some crab legs with and drink some Coke and rum and celebrate an incredible week. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you want to be a part of the most progressive wholesaling community in the game, I want you to DM me, schedule a call with me, my team will get you connected. If you want to be a part of the community that is generating deal after deal after deal after deal after deal, and you need help with a virtual assistant, I want you to hit me up and say, Earon, virtual assistant, I need a virtual assistant. We have the highest quality virtual assistants in the game for $4 an hour that are absolutely crushing it, trained by me and Mary ourselves, and we can help you. If you need the script, make sure to send me a DM letting me know you want the script. I love you guys to death. Until next time, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it.
Close it. Pick up the phone. Close it. Big ass scroll. Close it. $1 million deal. Close it. Yeah. It's all on you. Close it. What you gonna do? Close it. I want the proof. Close it. $1 million deal. Close it. Hey.
What a live. What a live.